Well, welcome to the Old Classic Car channel. Now today we're going to pop over to Dad's and find out how the MGB is going on. I'm reliably informed that he's bought a reconditioned set of SU carburetors for it, so as part of its recommissioning process he has fitted a new set on, because when he actually had a look at the HIF 4s or 44s or whatever they're called, the ones that were fitted, there was actually some corrosion inside 44s, so they weren't looking too great. So we thought, well, we'll nip over there and have a quick look and see and hear the MGB running for the first time in ages, because last time I saw it, it wasn't actually running that well at all, and it seems that the carburetors were so poor inside that it was never going to run all that well. So that's going to be quite exciting to see just how well it's going, because if it's running right, there shouldn't be a huge amount standing in the way of it going back on the road. So maybe it'll actually see the road in the anniversary year of the MGB, the 60th anniversary of the MGB's launch. That'll be quite exciting, but we'll have to see what other jobs pop up and crop up when we have a proper look around the rest of the car. But fingers crossed, it may just see the road this year. So right, let's go over there and have a quick look. Harley's just given the standard a quick clean, because it gets quite grubby where it's stored, so we can't turn up in a dirty car. So we'll give it a quick rinse with some of the water that we collected from the water butt, and we'll see what we find. Oh, we're over here now at Dad's garage, and he's going to demonstrate these new carburetors, all being well. There's a nice picture of Concord there. Right, let's have a look then. Let's have a quick peer under the bonnet as well.
Have a look.
Hey?
Have a look
Yeah.
before we do anything.
Oh, right. Oh, heavens, nice shiny carburetors. Now MGB people will recognise that these are the carburetors from the earlier version. They're much easier to work on, these are, with the float chambers on the side as opposed to buried underneath. So we thought, well, originally this would have had a single Stromberg, so any twin SU setup isn't technically original to the car. So we thought, well, if we're going to change them, we'll get a set of SU carbs that we can actually work on a lot easier than the ones that were there. Right, okay, and we've got fresh plugs in as well, those NGKs. The plugs that were in didn't seem very good.
Nothing.
Yes, you cleaned up the original ones, but there's no point doing that. So let's see if it'll go. So the fuel pump's trundling away. That sits in the back near the... Does it? Yeah, right. Yeah. Yeah, it's just priming it up, isn't it? So we've got a new fuel filter. I put a new fuel filter on, which is over there. Just about see that down there. So all being well, both carbs will be topping up. Yeah, it should be good to go, shouldn't it? Yeah, it should be good to go. Well, that sounds healthy, doesn't it? Well, that's a transformation, isn't it? It's made a hell of it. It's made a huge difference, that has, hasn't it? Yeah. When was it? About a couple of weeks. That's one healthy sounding MGB. No smoke, no backfiring, popping, banging, misfiring. Oh, the tacho's working now. So what was up with the tacho?
I wiggled all the connections under the bonnet.
Oh, right.
Took them all up, wiggled them about,
Yeah.
and they all came on.
Did they? There's just a dicky connection somewhere. Right. Oh, she sounds really well. Yeah. So the gear's still okay, they're still selecting the gears okay and everything. Healthy oil pressure as well. The observant of you will notice that this is a left-hand drive car, federal spec car. The hideous steering wheel does have a part in its history, and that's been on there since the sort of 1977, I think, February or thereabouts. So that's staying, but the style of the dashboard is very different on the left-hand drive cars compared to the UK market, and I think it's a slightly happier looking design somehow than what you get on this country. Yeah, that sounds way better, that does. So Dad's taken off all the old carburetors over here, I think. So that sounds great, and I'm more than happy to have the earlier style carburetors on if it means it runs nicely. And it's so much easier to work on, so you can get at your floats and everything in there, and obviously the one on the other carburetor as well. And that's just so much easier to work on. These are a reconditioned set of SU carburetors that came off the internet, and they just sound fantastic.
Just checking the lights.
The what? Oh, the headlights. Yeah, it's got headlights. Do the indicators work? I can't remember. Yeah, sounds really good, that. Oh, those are the old plugs that came out. Yeah, they were all really sooty, weren't they?
Yeah, they kept sooting up. Every time I cleaned them, they just kept sooting
They
up.
did.
Yeah, I mean, by comparison, the car was popping and banging and missing and all sorts, wasn't it? It wasn't very good at all. So really, just wants a few regular run-ups now, just to get some temperature through it, and you know.
All the lights work and all the indicators dipped, made.
Do the rear lights work as well?
Yes, yeah, I've got all those.
Oh, the horn's not there, but it does something though, doesn't it? I'm not even sure where the horn is. Oh, it's at the front here, so I can hear it clicking.
Yeah, as if it's like.
It's under there somewhere, isn't it, the horn? Yeah, it's just making a... It's doing something, but just not working. Yeah. Yeah, well, it's running really well, that is. That's a very worthwhile mod.
Yes, it's certainly.
Good now.
Well, I know I'm biased, but it's probably one of the smoothest sounding B engines I've heard. Yeah, I think the tubular manifold probably helps as well.
That helps.
It'll just breathe a little bit better, won't it?
Oh yeah.
The engine mounts are a bit old, so they could really do.
We seem to have most of the lights. We've got one out here.
We just checked all the lights and they all.
And again, observant people will notice that on these federal spec cars, the rear lights are different. The indicator on the UK cars, the indicators are at the top. And the brake lights, stop tail lights are there. Oh, there we go. Right, so the tail lights are working, so it's come on now. That's good. Just needs a bit of exercise. And you've got the marker lights on the side here. Yeah, so it's coming together quite nicely now. It's really nice to hear it running properly again. So, great work. I've bypassed the air pump. This is all to do with the emissions gear. This air pump here. So that's all been bypassed now because there's no point dragging the engine down with power in that one. It's not actually in use anymore. But I can't believe how much better that engine is running now with that fresh set of carbs. I mean, they've been beautifully reconditioned. They're like new. Right? Yeah, can do. I think the plan is to just back her out into the sunshine. Because when I got it, the clutch was stuck. So you could actually have the engine running and put it through the gears without pressing the clutch pedal. It's even got a reversing light, heavens. Well, the brakes are okay, aren't they? Is it stainless all the way through or just part of it? I can't remember. I think that because it's got a tubular manifold on it, which I think is stainless. Yeah. Is the temperature creeping up?
Oil pressure's still 75.
Alright.
It warms up very quickly.
But it's hardly done any mileage. I mean, what's it on now? 18,143, and that's the first time round.
Just needs running in a bit.
It did about 16,000 miles with British Leyland as the development car, and then it just did a couple of thousand miles after that. And that was it.
Lights are still on. You don't really need them on.
Yeah, temperature's coming up now, so that's looking quite promising. Just under half. Fuel gauge works, decent oil pressure, idle, nice and warm. Yeah, it sounds alright, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does sound good. It idles really smoothly now, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just night and day compared to how it was before.
Yeah, it's so much better.
Wheels, tyres could do with a bit of a spruce up, but that's not too critical at the moment. But the main thing is that it's running properly, so now it's just fiddly little jobs that it needs. That's one healthy sounding bee. Right, well I think that'll do for this particular video. Just a quick update on the MGB Roadster. That's where it's at the moment, and hopefully more news very, very soon. So thanks so much for watching. More videos along very, very soon. So bye for now.